Hi, thanks for joining me. This is Kim Peck at My Stamping Garage. Probably the easiest way to find me if you want to look at my blog is to Google Kim Peck My Stamping Garage and it will come up. There's also my blog address, my online store and website, and my email address. I am doing this video to show you how to make this card, and if you purchased the July kit from me, your kit will include all of the items to make this card except for the saying and a black ink pad and some adhesive. So let's go ahead and jump in. First of all, I'm going to show you what I used to create this card, and I used the Beautiful World bundle. It comes with this stamp set, and then it also comes with these dies. And it's interesting, the World dies, they included both the one for the United States and North America, and they also included one with Africa and the other side of the world. So you have both. And then there's this that's, both of these are, actually this one here just does embossing, and I did use that to pre-emboss your pieces. I did that on the Cinnamon Cider, which I totally love this color. It's one of the new in colors for this year, and I use this all the time. It's such a warm, rich color. And these are different latitudes for various Stampin' Up! Sites around the world, which is kind of fun. Okay, so let's jump in. I am going to be using this saying on this card, the congratulations on this new beginning. I have friends who are moving away, and so I'm making a card for them. So in your baggie, you will get these various items, and you're going to need, there should be 2 sheets of white cardstock for both cards, for each card, so 6 total. Since in your baggie you should have enough to make 3 of these cards. One of them is for the inside, and you can go ahead and attach that inside. And one of them is for the outside, and we're not actually going to stamp directly on this one, so you can go ahead and adhere that to the outside. And then the next layer is this piece, and this is from the World of Good designer paper. There are 6 different sheets. They're all double-sided, and it is 12 by 12. You'll notice there's a gold, it's actually the new brass color embossed on this sheet. There's also a second side that doesn't have the brass on it. And so this is a specialty package. A lot of these sheets have that brass on them. A couple of them don't. So these last 2 do not have any brass on either side. So that's the other side. And then the ones with brass are these, and then the one that we're using. So they go with the Night of Navy as well as the new Misty Moonlight, which is an in color. And then also the Mellow Moss, the Cinnamon Cider, and Crumb Cake. So you've got some really beautiful colors in this paper. So we're going to use this strip, and before you put it on, you're going to just tear the very edge of that paper. You don't have to, if you don't like to do that part, just leave it. It's going to be fine if you don't want the torn edge. But I kind of wanted the torn edge. And if you tear toward yourself, you're going to get a little bit of a white torn edge, and that's preferable. So toward yourself and down, and you'll get that edge on this side of the paper. Otherwise, it'll be on the back side. So we're going to adhere that piece about, well, I butted it right up against the edge of that white Whisper White paper. So you've got that. Next, we're going to put on this layer. And this is also in that same World of Good set of papers. This is a Mossy Meadow color. And I went about 1/2 inch from the bottom, right up against that edge lay that out. Next, we're going to put on this cinnamon cider layer. And for this one, I overlapped it just a little bit with that green layer. And then again, butted up against the edge. Before you put the next layer on, you're going to stamp on this. I wanted a little bit of blue to show up in the card to kind of tie the colors all together. And so I grabbed a piece of paper from the In Good Taste Designer Series paper that's in the catalog. That's a unique set. It's got 24 sheets of Designer Series paper in it, 2 each of 12 different double-sided designs. So, but I liked that this had just a little touch of navy in it and some texture. So we're going to use that, and go ahead and stamp your saying in the black right over the top. Leave a little bit of space on the left because we are going to put a couple little embellishments there. So there's my saying stamped on there. And I'm going to go ahead and attach that. And again, I overlapped it just a little bit. So I put it just down a little bit, like so. And this edge was done using the Lovely Labels Pick-a-Punch. This is a new punch in the catalog this time. And it has 2 different edges that can be done with this set. And then 3 different sizes. So it's very interesting. It goes from a 1/2 inch to 3/4 to a full inch. So you can I could have made the smallest one white and then did a matting, or you can just stamp the edge. I just punched the edges of this, and this has been pre-done for you, so that'll already have been done. Next, I'm going to put on where I want my globe to go. And there should be a couple of solid areas where you can put adhesive. Don't try to get adhesive on all these little teeny pieces. It'll drive you crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and layer that. And then this one, because it has these tiny little edges, I went ahead and put adhesive on the paper before I cut it. So I used the adhesive sheets to do that for you. And then you can line it up to go over the top of your globe. Whoops. Like so. And then the last thing we're going to do is, oh, I don't have my pick tool out here. I guess I'm going to be using my scissors. But I did color, I felt like it needed a little bit more green on here. And since I didn't have any of the Mossy Meadow embellishments, what I did was I took these gold glitter enamel dots. They come, you get quite a few of them in a package, and you get 4 different sizes. So I just took one of my Stampin' Blends. This one is the Dark Mossy Meadow Stampin' Blend. It's an alcohol marker. And so with that, you can color in on any color of embellishment and get the color that you want. So that's what I did, and I pre-did that for you, so yours will be green when they come, but that's how I got that. And then they just dry like that, and they're good to go. So you may have gotten the small or the large. On my original sample, these are the small ones. On this sample, I'm using the larger size. You would have gotten one of those 2 sizes. And then you can just stick those on, and they are self-adhesive. Be careful with these though. The backs sometimes, or the top wants to come off sometimes. If that happens, use one of those glue dots that I included and just glue the top back. See, mine just did that. For whatever reason, these want to do that sometimes. So I just went ahead and took this, stuck it onto a glue dot, and then put it back on top. So if that happens, you've got the glue dots in there and you can fix it. So there is our finished card. Thanks for watching.